What's up, everybody? Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of something different here on this particular video. You guys know how normally my videos are about my pickups and deliveries. This one will be one of these little bonus ones, I guess I would call it. I'm going to cover a video that was put out by a set of guys who go by the name Try Guys. I guess they're here on YouTube. I was made aware of this video by a CDLLife article. And the video was about basically them trying their hand at parallel parking a truck. So I want to show you what they actually did. I'm going to kind of cover a little bit of their video. I'm going to include a link to their original video in my the description to my video. Kind of critique what they did, and then talk about how they teach you to do parallel parkings in CDL school, and then I will demonstrate, show you a video of myself doing a parallel parking over by my house. Since I have the 3 cameras here, I can show you what it actually looks like, minus the camera that I'm looking at right now. So, yeah, because I didn't have it recording at the time, but at least I had the exterior cameras all running, and you get kind of a pretty good idea what from that. And I will also, talk about what exactly I'm looking for, and when I do what kind of moves when I do get to that point, right? So, parallel parking is actually something that is required demonstration when you're getting your CDL, when you're testing for your CDL. And there's a standard way that they teach it. It's not the way that I do it in the real world, but it is, it'll get the job done, and I will kind of talk about a little bit more about that, why I wouldn't do it in the real world the way they teach it. Anyway, let's get to the video here. It's from Try Guys. It's called Try Guys Parallel Park Semi Trucks.
Parallel parking, the most daunting part of any driver's test and the bane of drivers everywhere.
Okay, I don't know if I'd say it's the most daunting. There's really not a lot to it. If you follow the simple step-by-step directions that they give you in CDL school how to do it, it's really not hard to do. They'll tell you basically set up a certain distance away from they'll have a couple of cones or pylons, whatever, normally that you got to put it in between. And they'll basically normally end up setting up about, 4 feet or so over to the side of one of the cones, the one that's up front. And I think if I remember, it's been a long time, but let's say if you're parallel parking in this spot next to me here, you would put the side of your trailer where the side marker light on your trailer is, the one that's about halfway between the front and the back of the trailer. Somewhere around, I think, pretty close to where that front pylon would be. I think you go a little bit further up than that, but I don't remember the exact detail on it. I don't do it that way in the real world, so. And all it is just trying to demonstrate. But we'll get into that more in a minute. Well, second thought, maybe I should go ahead and cover the way it's taught in CDL school first, and then you can compare the textbook teaching method to what these guys do, and then you'll see what I do and how vastly different it is from what both the CDL school way is and the way these guys were doing it.
But what if you tried parallel parking an 18-wheeler truck?
Oh my god. This is crazy.
So
what am I doing?
We'll give another side view there. Alright. So this cone here would represent the front one that you'd be trying to go for. Normally if you're pulling a 53-foot trailer, the side marker light, which would be somewhere around the midpoint of the trailer, you want it somewhere near where that cone would be. Now, you want to be 4 feet out and lined up where, like I said, somewhere in that ballpark. And it's a real simple procedure. All they're going to have you do is if you're parallel parking blind side like this guy is here, where it's on where the spot you're trying to park in is on your driver's side, like this, like you see here. It's real simple. You just steer, you stop first, steer all the way to the right, and then back up, and they'll tell you watch your flat mirror, or flat mirror and your convex mirror. And when you see about 3/4 of your landing gear, so halfway across, and then halfway between the midpoint and the other sand shoe, the sand shoe on the opposite side, about there is where you're going to stop. Once when you stop, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, and then back up again, and then next time, instead of looking at the driver's mirrors, look at the passenger mirrors. And you're looking for the same exact thing. When you see about 3/4 of your landing gear show up in your mirrors, stop again, steer all the way back to the right, or now I'm getting myself mixed up. Yeah, back to the right, and and then back up again until you're squared up in the trailer. If you've done it correctly, you'll be right in there in the middle of the spot. That's the textbook way to do it. I do have concerns about doing that though, because if they teach you this where you're fixated on the landing gear, and that's the only thing you're watching for, then you're going to be totally oblivious to other details that you might want to be watching for, like traffic coming up on from behind you, or maybe how close you are to the curb, or things like that. So again, if you're just trying to put it in some cones, hey, I guess perfectly fine. Again, you'll see how vastly different it is once you see me actually doing it in real world.
Everyday things and try them in their largest possible.
Alright, so this is actually good because they have drone view here. The angle here is way off. This is a common mistake that's actually made by inexperienced trucker newcomers. Is turning too long, or steering too long. They want you to put all max steering in, but when you do it for too long, you create too much of an off track. You can't see the tractor yet in this video, but alright, so I'm going to go forward. Okay, so they're parallel parking a bus first, but alright, let's see how they explain it.
The fifth wheel plate right here, right? The back of the trailer, this little space turns the whole rig. You'll pull the tractor up to that turning point.
Okay, so like I was saying, a side marker, it's probably around in here. Yeah, so you go a little bit past the cone there. I can't remember how far past. It's not too many feet, like 4 or 5 feet past, something like that. And that's when you start the maneuver.
And then do a 12 o'clock 90-degree turn, and then you turn the truck.
Okay, this is not accurate here though. But this is a really horrible physics model. Generally, it's like I say, you want 3/4 of the landing gear to show up. If you show more than that, you're going too far.
Another 90 degrees, totally opposite, so the trailer lines up. That's when you're supposed to back it in. And if you're in trouble, get out and look. There's no points. If you want to get out and look and see how your tail swing is, get out and look.
Okay, in the real world, at least not real world, but when you're going through CDL school and testing for your CDL, they actually do set a limit on how many times you can go, or we call it, get out and look. I believe it's 2 goals before you, if you have to do more than 2 goals to get it in there, then that's a fail, if I'm not mistaken. But mind you, I got my CDL before they instituted this new program called Entry-Level Driver Training, which was just instituted, or implemented, whatever you want to call it, in February, a few months ago.
I'm playing it out in my mind, bird's eye view, how this will work, and I'm trying to see myself.
Okay, yada yada. Alright, now you can go watch their video to get the rest of these details, but alright, so here's first mistake.
I like that.
When you're maneuvering in a yard like this guy is, don't put your seatbelt on. If you need to be able to look out your window with backing, you don't want that seatbelt interfering with you. That's actually something I was taught in CDL school. Most people actually get taught in CDL school don't do that.
We rolling.
Look at me! God, it's a tiny man in a big truck.
I have no idea where I... All right, hold on. How do I put it in park?
You can see where the end is.
There we go.
He's getting out. He's gonna look. He's gonna give it a look.
When you're in a truck, believe me, you're talking inches. I was in Venice, and I had literally 2 inches on each side because nobody wants to help you move their cars. God, if you inconvenience somebody, forget it. This is LA, baby. They don't care. Very safety conscious. Get out and look, baby.
If I'm gonna kill somebody, just let me know.
Now, see the instructor's not even wearing a seatbelt because that's standard when we're maneuvering like that in the yard or something.
Truck that's got the doors open.
Reset.
I got it.
Reset.
Right now. I think you should redo it one more time.
Did I just cut it too much? I must have. Okay, and I want my car to go that way. This is not working. This is not working at all.
Maybe try to pull in.
Yeah, maybe it's a frontsies.
I don't know what I'm doing.
How far away?
I don't know what's happening, guys, but it's not working.
It's gonna take him like 20 minutes.
Okay, go
Maybe a bit
this way.
Watch
Jesus, where that thing comes from? Okay.
There you go. There
Okay,
it is.
and now,
I am so stressed out right now.
wait, do I turn the...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You better heck and cut it, bro.
He's like,
All right, looking at the drone view, yeah, his angle is way off. His position might have been okay, but the tractor's too far. The drive tires of the tractor are too far out there, and that's because he steered. He basically off-tracked for too long before he started turning the opposite direction.
perpendicular.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. Let's just reset. It's a little reset over here. No cones hit, by the way. Not a single one.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
What the flip, man?
You got this. I feel it. I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna figure this out.
This is his best friend.
This is actually pretty okay.
If I'm gonna hit something over
You're
there.
fine. Clear on my
His angle looks
side.
okay there.
I think
That actually looks like a really good angle there. What?
It's good. Zach, this is good.
All right. So he just made a mistake there. He had a really good angle. Actually had a really good setup from what I could tell. But he started steering to chase the trailer back down way too early. I'm gonna come back over here to where he was at. Okay. The tandems are in a really good spot. Could probably go a little bit further back, but you're gonna run out of. He's gonna run out of room here before the corner of the trailer starts getting a little too close to these lines here. The drive tires, because once the tandems, as long as the drive tires are, see this line right here. As long as the drive tires are further away from that line than the tandems are going to keep coming toward that line. The way to get the tandems to quit going toward that line is to get the drive tires over here the same distance from that line as the tandems are. So main focus should be get the tandems where you need them first. As tandems, I mean trailer axles, if those of you guys who don't know. And once you get them in the neighborhood, not right on the money with where you want them, but nearby, not far from it, then start working your drive tires over this way. Now, when you're backing up, your drive tires go the same direction that you're steering, and the back of the trailer and the front of the tractor go the opposite direction. So if you need your drive tires to go left, you need to steer left. And then get your tractor off track into the right, and then the tractor will point more like this. The nose of the tractor up here, and the back of it pointing back like this. And that'll get your drive tires to chase down that imaginary line that you're trying to make that's parallel with this line, this right here. Well, he started steering right to chase it down, and he took away the drive tire's ability to come back toward that line like he needed it to.
I think this is good. Zach, this is good. Yeah.
Right there. He's steering right. You can see that he's when he's coming back like this, the drive tires are nowhere near ready to line up with the tandems as far as that parallel line is concerned, that imaginary parallel line, and he's already chasing it down.
Zach, yes! No, cut it!
Alright, so we already killed a cone.
It's me, man! It's me! The other way! What? Go forward, and then cut the other way!
Oh, the cone popped
There you
back.
go.
Now, now.
This way? No, the other way.
Now, cut it
The other way. The other way.
Okay, same thing. He's chasing the trailer down too fast. Like I say, if you focus on getting the tandems where you want them. Once the tandems are where you want them, focus on getting your drive tires where you want them. And then after the drive tires get there, then focus last on the steer tires. That'll help you a lot if you think about it that way. Most people don't have a hard time picking that concept up. But once you actually understand that, you'll be a lot more effective both with parallel parkings and even backings. I mean, regular dockings and stuff.
Yeah!
The other way.
It's so good! It's like,
So good. It's so confusing. It does the opposite of what you think.
The cone popped back again. That is a resilient cone. Yes, Zach. Yes, Zach.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So, see, the tandems are in a really good spot there at this point, and the tractor is angled just perfectly. It's about a 45-ish degree angle off from the parallel line that I'm talking about that you're trying to line up with. And you see what's going on here is the way he's angled. Now, if he steers straight, because you don't need to keep steering the entire time. Just steer straight. You already got the tractor angled where you want it. Let the tractor do its own work. Just keep that angle like it is. The more you keep steering, the more you keep messing with the tractor's angle, and you don't want that. So just keep coming back, and wait till these drive tires get almost parallel with the tandems, and then steer hard right, and then the steer tires will catch up in a hurry.
Yeah. Just keep going.
This makes no sense. None.
Okay. That's a good correction, but he went too far with the correction. Yeah, in my opinion. You gotta worry here that the drive tires are gonna get a little too far away from that parallel line relative to the tandem. So, when he starts backing up and starts chasing the trailer back down, the drive tires will never get a chance to reach that parallel plane there because the steer tires are gonna catch up too quickly.
Makes no sense.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
Okay, it's ugly, but it works. Now, when you're doing CDL school, you have to be inside this plane here, so I don't know that I would say he really passed. If he had finished the set, finished parking it a little bit different, gone forward and then back to the left with the tractor to change the trailer's angle some, might have been okay there, but looks to me like the corner of the trailer might be sticking out past that imaginary line that exists between this cone here and that cone, so I don't know that I would say that would be a pass there on CDL school. So kind of got the job done, sort of, but not good enough to pass the CDL test.
All right.
Guys, how many cones did I hit? Are you kidding me?
You only hit.
All right, 549. That's a long time there. Especially when you see my backing there, my parallel parking, it is massively long. You're not trying to set records on how quickly you can do a backing either. Any kind of parking. Can you get it in there safely?
Oh dear God. Hi.
Okay, notice the clock started about when the nose of his tractor got to that first cone back there. Somewhere in that ballpark.
Where is my bag? I have no idea.
Oh yes, you are responsible for your damage. If it's your fault, absolutely. If you were going to screw the tractor up,
Okay, that's the right way to start. Steering hard right. start coming back and watch the trailer angle.
If you were to screw the whole thing up, probably about 285,000, maybe 300.
So to make my thing go that way, I need to go this way and that way. Yeah, okay.
Back of the trailer. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, again, if you want the back of the trailer to go right, you need to steer left. The drive tires go the same direction as your steering wheel, and the front of the tractor and the back of the trailer both go the opposite direction. So whichever way you want to work with, it doesn't matter. Just whatever you want to focus on, just keep whatever that rule is in mind that applies to what part of the tractor or trailer you're trying to focus on.
Okay, opposite.
Don't do too much at once.
Oh, it's kind of shaking at me. Nope.
Okay, he's really close to that cone there, that front cone. That's going to be a concern. It's not a problem right now, but if he goes in there at too steep an angle, then he's not going to have any chance to get in there without hitting that cone with the tractor on the way in.
No, oh God, I'm so close to the cones. Shoot, what do I do now? It's like a puzzle. Start sliding this bad boy back. Yeah!
All right, well, that's one cone. And he's on the route to hit about 6 more. Just commit.
Okay.
He's just obliterating.
I'm judging by people's facial reactions that I am destroying cones.
You were doing good, and I think you cut it the wrong way.
Cut it the wrong way. All right, maybe if I just ease it up a little bit. Oh, I'm so close to that one.
Okay, that correction was the complete opposite of what I would have done. Had I made that same mistake, I would have gone forward and right to get the trailer. So you can keep the tandems positioned a little bit more in the middle of the, from the front to the back of the spot. Keep them from rolling too far forward before they finally get away from that front cone there that he's trying to stay clear of. So if you come out and create more trailer angle, so if you're trying to, here's the side of the spot you're trying to park in, get the trailer coming out more this direction, the tandems will come out a little bit quicker, so you can then steer hard left to take, so you can change the way the trailer is going into that, the angle that the trailer is coming into that gap there.
Honestly, that one just might need to be a sacrificial lamb. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. You're right. Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
He didn't have a bad idea there, actually, with the drive axles, putting it right there next to that cone, because if he's got it right next to that cone and he starts backing up again, now he's not going to have to worry about hitting the cone. He's kind of already on the black part of it, but it's not technically, I don't know if I'd technically call it running over the cone. I don't recall at CDL school if hitting the black part counts or doesn't count.
Oh God, this one too. Just see every second of that one. We gotta be good though now, right?
This is horrible here. He's probably murdered quite a few cones there. Not to mention the one here with his tractor, so that was pretty bad.
The truck tomorrow, that's what I'm thinking. Get a truck tomorrow.
No. My truck is like 6 feet past the cones. Okay, God, I'm so
I'd say he murdered more than 2 cones.
You started out pretty good.
I think this is where we went wrong.
Oh boy, Ned.
I don't know. It's like if you make one mistake, you're just double, triple, and quadrupling
and
down.
then you're in your head about it.
No, it's this way. We're fine. Oh, murdering these cones. Oh no. Just go. We got this. I need to be even more, right? I need to be even more this way.
Now straighten the wheels and just go straight back.
But I am still in front of the cone line, so it's probably going to
I think you murdered enough cones, the wives would be okay.
That's got to be good.
2 thumbs up.
Well, it's in there.
Oh no, wait.
Forgot to set the brakes though. Ouch. 6 minutes and 6 seconds and killed 4 cones. Wow. Alright, last guy here. Let's see how he does.
Usually truckers are paid by the mile. The more they're on the road, the more money they're making. You gotta be a little insane to go across the country in 4 days, right? With no sleep.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Because that cone?
Okay, his angle isn't too far, isn't bad at all, actually. It's just the position that concerns me. Cause I think his trailer's too far forward right now for that position. And my concern would be when he starts to come back to chase the trailer down, is this tractor going to have room to get in there with it before this cone here becomes a problem? We'll see.
Cone was so close.
They're really underappreciated by a lot of people. You wouldn't have your shirts.
Looked like he recognized that he had a problem there, though, so that's a plus there.
What am I doing?
You got it. Plenty of room on my side.
Okay, Keith.
Okay, Keith.
I'm so scared. And we're just gonna go slowly.
Yep. There you go, baby. Now you can see, right? Because
Yeah, I can see a little bit.
See out the mirrors now.
Oh, I'm gonna hit this cone right here.
Go down right now, all the way right. Pull forward. Keep on going.
Just going back and forth. Back and forth.
I feel like I gotta start evening it out a little bit.
There you go. You got plenty of room on my side.
Okay, do I?
Yep, you got room.
I think he's kind of perfect. I don't think he knows that he's perfect.
Really good line.
Wow.
Okay, there's a little detail here I want you to see if you're a newer driver, and that is steering control. He actually had pretty good steering control there. Let me come back over here to that last view there. Watch him, watch the way he turns the steering wheel.
There you go. You got plenty of room on my side.
Okay, do I?
Yep, you got room.
I think he's kind of perfect. I don't think he knows that he's perfect.
Okay, right here. This view here, the way he's turning the steering wheel, he's not rapidly steering it at all. He's actually very carefully controlling what he's doing with what the tractor's doing. That is really good there. Really good control overall.
Really good line.
Wow. Wow, wow.
Okay, steering wheel, what's it doing there? It's steering straight, or it's a little bit to the right, but it's mostly straight. And he's giving the drive axles a chance to get over, the drive tires a chance to get over here and meet up with the tandems along that parallel, the imaginary parallel line I was talking about. It looks really, really good right now.
Wow.
There you go, baby. Look at you. Look at you.
Okay. I'm gonna
now.
go around this little cone.
Yeah. All the way. You got this shit. Damn, good job. There you go. Look at you. You did it.
Oh!
Right there.
That one looked really good. Okay, so there's no drone view of him when he's finally parked, but I can tell from the way it looked there, he did really well on that. You know, maybe a little on the timely side, but he got it in there safely and didn't hit anything. That would have been a passing score on the CDL test that he'd been trying that. Alright, so now I'll show you what a real world parallel parking is like, and mind you, I'm not going to say this one went exactly perfectly, and I will show you where I critiqued myself on what I did there. It'll look perfect to you guys, but to me it wasn't, and I'll explain it when we get to it. Okay, this is a real world parallel parking, and you're going to see that when I get through this intersection, I'm going to parallel park on the right side. This is about a mile away from my house where I normally park when I'm home. I'm going to park it right here in this gap right here. Okay, so you see the first detail I do there is I dive into that gap there with my tractor first. And the reason I do that is to try to get my tandems into that hole there before I even start to back up. I know they're not going to make it all the way to the curb. I'm just trying to get them as close to the curb as I can before I even start to back up with the tractor or with the trailer. Now I'm paralleling the curb with the tractor as long as I can until I have to move to the left to clear this guy here. Before I come out, looking in my driver's side rear view mirrors here to make sure there's no one coming that I'm not going to pull out in front of somebody. Okay, at this point, I want to square up with my trailer so I can see down both sides of it. Now, it wasn't perfect there, but it's pretty close. You can almost see the passenger side of the trailer here. Here's the driver's side in this view. As I start backing up, you'll see, all right, now, just a slight bit of change there, coming back. Now you can see down both sides of the trailer. That's what I'm looking for. Come straight back. You see how the trailer's angling toward the curb? Looks very similar to what those guys were doing, but without the tractor off tracking. So I'm coming back. Now what I'm looking for here is for my drive tires to just about when they're about to start to go from asphalt to concrete. Right around that point is where I'm going to start steering hard right to chase it. Okay, right before my drive tires got there, I started steering hard right. Now when I'm steering hard right, I'm actually looking in my mirror. Well, I first cut out, looking in the driver's side mirror to double check that I'm not going to put the nose of my tractor right out into someone else's path. And then once I've done that, and I'm looking for the angle, the tractor's angle relative to the parallel line that I'm trying to stay clear of, which would be the curb right there. I don't really care about the steering part. I just want the tractor to be angled correctly, or about where I want it to be, which is roughly 45-ish, 30 to 45 degree, I guess I would call it. All right, by this point in time, I'm steering straight. I'm no longer steering to any side at all. I'm just going straight. And at this point, if I have my mirror, my flat mirror pointed downward enough, I can actually see my drive axle. In real world, I don't normally move my flat mirror downward to see this because I have experience knowing about where to expect my rear drive tire to be. Even if I can't actually see it completely, I can tell in the right neighborhood where I'm at. So coming back, once the same situation where my drive tire gets pretty close to that where that transition is between asphalt and concrete, that's when I start steering hard left. Now on this one here, you're going to see that I mistimed it. How do I know I mistimed it? Because my drive tire did not make it to the asphalt, to the concrete before I squared up with the trailer. You're supposed to have the entire truck and trailer within 18 inches of the curb, which would be about where that, where that transition is between asphalt and concrete. So if I'd done it perfectly, then the drive tires should have been right here in the concrete, but didn't quite end up that way. But I got some room here to work with in front of me, and you're gonna see me come a little forward, and just I didn't really care. All right, so that's how real world parallel parking goes. How long did it take me from start to finish? Let's figure that out. I didn't even time that. We'll just say right there that about the 24-second mark is when the front of my truck lines up with the front of this trailer here that I'm parking in front of. Well, I'll just let this one play in real time for you. Alright, so about 35 seconds from start to finish is what it took me. Alright guys, so that's how you, there you have it. That's ultimately the difference between a real world parallel parking and a CDL school method of parallel parking versus just having some random guys who don't have CDLs. Here you go. Hop in, let's see what you can do just for fun. Quite a bit of difference there. So, alright, I don't want to have this too long, so I'm going to go ahead and end this for you, and so we'll have some more footage when we deliver. My next video will probably be my delivery at HEB in Temple, Texas, alright? Till then, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, we'll see you later.